resume. Alabama was not playing.
See what they do here. I'm gonna grab some coffee, guys. Be right back.
And now are you going to penalize them for having reached the postseason the way they did? So that'll be really interesting to see how the committee handles that.
A lot of different things to consider, and the coaches everywhere sitting on pins and needles. And how about Nick Saban? Nick's sitting on the other side of this thing now. No, he said all year, no consequences to this. How does it feel to be on the other side of the divide, Nick?
A lot less stress, I can tell you that. So, you know, when things are subjective like they are in terms of picking, it's very difficult for the committee to make the decisions based on a lot of different information. What is more important?
Well,
wins
I don't know if
or
they let
schedule.
Alabama in
I
because
think
Nick
one of the
Saban's no longer the
things
head
that
coach.
we really
So.
need to do in college football, and probably
Then
learned
again,
a
do they
little
let
bit
them
about
in?
that this year.
Do they let them in
actually,
because
is all wins
of the viewership
are
they'll
not
get?
the same
These
as
things
other
typically come down to money.
in other words,
So
what we've always done publicly in college is look at
it's going to be
record.
interesting.
We don't look at strength of schedule. We don't look at all those types of things. So, you know, we have teams that are getting into playoffs and actually getting buys that have the 80th strength of schedule. We have teams that are now going to get decided based on a strength of schedule of 15 as opposed to a strength of schedule of 60.
I mean,
And so
as much as I like Nick Saban, I don't really want to hear him talk. I want to see the selection here. I want to know where they put Clemson. I want to know where they put Texas. I want to know what where they put Alabama. Do they hold Alabama out?
should be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
SMU, they shouldn't.
I mean, I feel like
knocked out for having lost in the ACC championship.
yeah, they shouldn't penalize any team for losing in the ACC championship as far as knocking them out of the knocking them out of the playoff. I feel like the farthest you should be able to fall is 12. It should hold you in.
Then they should have played their way.
And then if that's the case, I mean, if the wins matter, then why is an Army in? You know, so one of the things has to matter more than the other. Either wins matter more or strength of schedule matters more. One of them has to matter more. If strength of schedule matters more, there's all kind of things that come into the equation.
Well, right out of the gate, I really don't understand Booger's comment about brand over last night.
Well, of Kirk Herbstreit, nobody likes you.
On social media.
You're like Booster from Jingle All the Way. Nobody likes you.
What Coach just described and what Greg just described. This isn't easy. The team's going to lose no matter what they do. You know, you look at SMU, they come out game, they lose on the last second field goal. They don't have any wins against anybody in the top 25. And then you have Bama with
Uh-oh. He's over here hugging on Bama.
embarrassing. Well,
Can you believe that Kirk Herbstreit would be loving up on Bama? Can you believe that? I can't believe that. I'm almost upset that I turned my soundbar off.
Alabama has 3 wins over teams that are currently in the top 25.
They have 3 wins over teams that are currently in the top 25.
For me,
Kirk Herbstreit, man, is such a
it's not a great Oklahoma team.
such a bootlicker, man. He just is, and he hates Georgia too, which makes me hate him even
And
more.
I'm guessing that could potentially be an anchor for them.
I don't know how long they're going to run this before they actually talk about the playoff selection.
Book, you want to respond to that?
Yeah, and to your point, Kurt, just bringing a little levity to the situation. You're right.
Bringing a little levy, not a little levity, but levy. It holds back water.
We talk about Alabama and that strength of record and all of that.
Man, that
they
green
have 3
suit is
losses. About
ugly.
21 points on the road at Norman. Another one is to
Bigger
Vanderbilt.
McFarland should have got a better-
I hear you and Coach talk about
better,
who you beat, but at some point, it's hard for
PR
me
person helped him
to
with his
dismiss
dress because that
those
looks
losses
terrible.
out of my mind. And I get it. The schedules are not balanced. Teams are playing different schedules. But at some point, we have to take a look at who these teams beat based on who they're
Can't stand Kirk Herbstreit. He's over there trying to defend Alabama. They're 9-3, dude, and 2 of their losses are to 2 teams that have losing records. So I don't want to hear it.
I just said the same thing.
And we're saying honestly,
Time for the big reveal. AP poll just put Texas at 4. Yeah, but the thing is that the automatic there's automatic seeds. So Texas can't be number 4 right now.
I think the one thing you look at with this,
Hey, Shorthorns, how we doing today? Hey, they're in the playoff. I mean, it can't be too bad. So there's that.
The determining factor is Do you think, as you do with some, that the warts are so ugly it makes you hideous you can't be in this field? Or do the warts just keep you from
Look at it this way: when it comes to Georgia, we are in the middle. We are the middle child of the SEC. It doesn't matter what we accomplish; it won't compare to the golden child of the SEC. I don't know. At some point, man, it's got to change.
Go into the field. The Oregon Ducks, the only undefeated team in college football.
I mean, you went from an Alabama team last year that was in the playoff. Alabama team before that year was in the playoff. Alabama before that was in the playoff. It was 4 teams. Now they're living on a wish and a prayer and a hope that they get into a 12-team playoff. It's embarrassing. You should be ashamed of yourselves. And if you're a Bama fan and that makes you mad, then you tell me you're okay with having to worry about being in a 12-team playoff. You're okay with having to worry about being in a 12-team playoff. Tell me you're happy with that. You should be furious. The amount of talent on that team, you should be absolutely embarrassed. Absolutely embarrassed.
In the SEC championship game, Georgia beating Texas for the
third SEC championship under Kirby Smart. It's pretty damn good.
And still able to win.
Been to the last 4 consecutive.
One path in, win the game, and they do it with a 56-yard field goal.
Yeah, and then you get Clemson with a walk-off field goal. It was just, they should have kicked the ball out of the back of the end zone, made Clemson bring it out from the 25. They didn't. They kicked it deep. Clemson runs the ball out to the 40. They get one pass, and then Kid kicks a career-long field goal. It's like they never should have had that opportunity. So Boise State shouldn't be knocked all the way. They should be close. Arizona State beats Iowa State, so that puts them in. Strength of schedule, 62nd. Boise State's 81st and Clemson's at 35th. So these teams don't have great strength of schedules, and they don't have a great strength of record either. Boise State does. They're 12-1, but 10-3 for Clemson should be an embarrassment.
Right now to keep up with what's going on in the place, waiting to see if they're going to get in. Taylor McGregor's at Boise State. We got Katie George with the Sun Devils at Arizona State. Molly McGrath at Clemson. Taylor, let's start.
I'm only going to drag this out, man. It's supposed to start at 12. I just want to see it. I don't want to spend a week talking about it.
The 3 or the 4 seed, as long as they do get that first round bye. But he did tell me he's not addressing seeding at all with his team because he doesn't want anybody leaving disappointed. He wants them to celebrate the fact that they are in the college football playoff. It was a goal they set about this year.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. The talent level in the top ranked first, second, and third and fourth teams is eons above the rest of the field. Now, Alabama's probably the exception to that because Alabama has an absolutely incredible and elite roster, but their coach just doesn't have the ability to get them there. Katie George, Arizona State reporter, team feels they deserve the 3 seed. Nobody cares. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Team meeting right now for a watch party, of course. 2 ranked wins this season. I think Georgia's beat Texas twice. I don't think anybody has anything on their resume that compares to that. Clemson hopeful for a first round bye. How's that? For a first round bye, and their head coach Dabo Clemson is hopeful for a first round bye. Listen, lady, there is no way you guys are getting a first round bye. They will give Notre Dame a first round bye before they give it to Clemson. He may want a first round bye. He ain't getting it. Alabama has a 9th strength of record and 16th strength of schedule. They're 5-1 with wins versus over 500 teams. With a win over Georgia and South Carolina, Missouri and LSU. SMU, 15th ranked strength of schedule. 60th strength of schedule, 15th strength of record. 5-2 over teams that have 500 records. Louisville, Duke, Pitt, and TCU. They're trying so hard to edge Alabama in there. It's pathetic. I don't know which one they will. 225. 1909 was the last time Texas was beat twice in a single season, and it was by Texas A&M. I love that you keep posting that, Cliff. Keep posting that.
waiting to see if this move for SMU
Let's see here.
SEC results in a spot in the college football playoff. Let's go first to Alyssa with Alabama.
Oh, Lord. Alabama's championship caliber wins. Strength of the SEC matters. Shut up. Stop trying to shoehorn Alabama into this. It's embarrassing. It is. If I was head coach, I'd be like, we don't deserve to be here. We have 3 losses. We literally have 3 losses to 2 teams that are not even 500. I mean, it's
that are facing their first championship
No.
level football in that title game just last night. He also talked about 3 teams out of the SEC making the final 12 college football playoff teams, and whether or not
So we'll have Georgia, Texas, Tennessee, and they're trying to force Alabama in.
some of the other teams on the outside looking in. They'll have their
I'm an SEC homer just like everybody else, but they don't deserve to be in there. South Carolina deserves it more than Alabama because
he told me that he's excited to see this group later on today.
more recently, just last week, South Carolina beat Clemson. Clemson won their championship. Now you can say, yeah, Alabama beat Georgia, Georgia beat championship, but that was way earlier in the season. We're talking about right now. What was the trophy presentation? I have no idea. I didn't watch it, dude. I don't know. Late night on Saturday, no team watch party today. What? Why would you not have a watch party for your team, dude? SMU. The SMU. The SMU. That's poor planning. That's we've never been this far along before, so we didn't know what to do. You should have had a watch party planned, and you should have been able to cancel it just in case you did. Well, should have had a watch party either way. If you won, you should have had a watch party, and if you didn't win, you should have had a watch party. You should have known that you should be in. Now, regardless of strength of schedule and regardless of strength of record, you shouldn't be punishing a team because they made it to their championship. Are they getting ready to reveal this?
How about if we just go get some of that playoff money? How about if we do some of that for you in there as they try to be the second ACC team in? You know the most powerful man in college football is right now? Zach Feldman in graphics. He knows the answer.
All right, come on. We know Georgia's going to be number 2. We know Oregon's going to be number 1. The rest is up for wild debate. They put Notre Dame as a 4 seed. I'm going to be flipping out because that means they've changed everything because it's supposed to be the 4 conferences get it in. That first set of seeds. I'm excited that we got the first seed because they're gonna drag it out. I'm excited we got the first seed, that first bye weeks because we need to get healthy. If we can get Colby Young back, if we can get
Wait till you see the other two surprises.
Dylan Bell back, that would be wonderful. He didn't even play last night.
I was thinking.
Feeling okay there, honey?
Each of you.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Just checking.
I got AT&T's bundle.
For those of you who don't know, my wife's a Texas fan.
Apple Intelligence for me, and
Well, my
iPad and
quarterback,
Apple
my
Watch
son,
for
he
you.
looks like goldfish.
Get iPhone 16
You're right.
on us, plus iPad and Apple Watch for 99 cents per month each, and save up to $1,700.
The only thing I don't like about payday.
Let's go. Yeah, nobody cares about the NFL. If we cared about the NFL, we'd watch the NFL.
There's no interest.
But we don't watch the NFL. We watch college football because the NFL is a bunch of crybabies.
Anymore, and you shouldn't either.
Nobody's getting their helmet knocked off. Coming up in 2 minutes. Here we go. Committee chairman, Big Ten man, joins live. He's gonna talk about how much money that that Alabama paid him to get him in the college football playoff. And the one team I haven't heard rattling their can so far has been Tennessee. They've been over the corner, really quiet, going, don't talk about us. Leave us the hell out of this. They don't want to. They ain't saying a word. They're just trying to go unobserved. Oh, that Panera Bread looks good. Is that Billy Idol? I guess he's making a deal with the devil. That old boy. Holding it really good. FSU wishes this was this year. They wish that they could have gotten in last year.
Okay, most of you are not rock stars.
Panera overpriced hospital food. No, man. I will take the
Did you know
broccoli and cheese or the noodle double noodle soup in the bread bowl for the win. Yeah, I love that freaking bread bowl. It's great. Hit a thumbs up. You ain't doing nothing else. I said it's good.
For daily
Uh-oh.
digestive support
I may be forced to.
vanilla-line yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites online and in the digestive care aisle of your local retailer. Brand Power, helping you buy better.
Bagels are good.
Changes in the air.
There's something about Jimmy John's bread and Panera's bread. It's absolutely awesome. Renato says that their soup and their bagels are good. Their soup and their bagels. Cinnamon bagel with the cream and the cheese, she says, is really good. All right. Here comes the Big Ten homer, the chairman. Atlanta 12 points per game. But nobody cares about the Falcons. If they did, they'd play better.
12-team playoff, and here is
If the Falcons played better, then people would care more. They play like they try to lose every game.
By Dr. Pepper. Took the field, we
Cinnamon Crunch Bagel. Yes.
one more time just to go through the
She says the Asiago cheese one. So here we go. Are we doing it now? Conference champs. Let's see.
will be joined by the 7 highest ranked teams. The 4 highest ranked conference champions get first round byes, placed into the quarterfinals at traditional bowl sites. The 5th highest ranked conference champions will either be seeded where they are ranked, or if they are below 12, they will be seeded 12.
I'm in communications with YouTube right now over being able to basically do fan reactions and report on games and stuff without being demonetized. It's very frustrating to put stuff up and then have it get demonetized. And the thing about stuff when it gets demonetized is that it limits how far the reach goes in the YouTube algorithm. So I'm trying to fix that. One of the things that helps it is you guys hitting the thumbs up. So it's frustrating. It's not the money. It's not the money aspect, because you might make $2, but it's how it affects the YouTube algorithm. You do, because you always see me in your feed, because yours is already customized to picking up my feed. Where I need to reach is people that have never seen me before.
I don't think there's a lot of drama
So-
here. There is one team that is undefeated in college football, and the number 1 seed, the Oregon Ducks,
All right.
champions of the Big 12.
Number 1 seed, Oregon.
Over Penn State, and the Ducks, Dan Lanning, go in.
What's going on with this thing? Let me try this. Number 2 seed, Georgia, which we knew that, right?
Champions of the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. Find out about Carson Beck, who was hurt. They back up Gunnar Stockton.
I really hate this thing doesn't pick that up. Yeah, I know, but it's the TV. I mean, it's a white screen. What am I supposed to do? Stand way the hell over here and then you can't see it at all? Yeah.
Now, there are only 2 more byes, but in a conference champion has to claim each of those 2 byes with their
All right, here we go. So we got 2. So who do they put at the number 3? I think Clemson. I think it should be Clemson, just because I like Clemson better. But they'll probably do Boise just because they're 12-1. It should be Boise State, and then Clemson, and then I bet Arizona State. I think it's going to be Boise State.
Oregon, Georgia, pretty easy. The 3rd seed in the college football playoff will buy into the quarterfinals.
Boise State. Yep. Told you. Now, Dabo Swinney is hoping and praying that he gets this seed right here. I don't think he should, but I bet they'll give it to him because they beat the number 8 ranked SMU. which is better than Arizona State's win over Iowa.
This is different. Now they're playing and competing for a national championship.
All right, let's see what we get here.
And they can take home the biggest prize. Now, one more bye in the quarterfinals remains. It will go to a conference champion. And we're
Let's see.
Arizona State or Clemson. Who has the final bye?
Arizona State. Wow. they told Clemson to kick rocks. Yeah, they're happy. Woo! Yeah, that getting that bye week is huge, man. Wow. Man, it's so bright when it gets to this screen, dude. All right, let's see who we get here. Texas is gonna be number 5.
You hear what I said?
Yeah. Let's see who we get here. You got to find out how bad are they going to penalize. Texas should be right here at number 5. Oh Lord, they're going to drag this out.
Somebody needs to put a plunger on that man's face so he shuts up.
I know, right? He talks too much. No, I don't know if y'all heard her. She said somebody needs to put a plunger on that man's mouth so he learns to shut up. Who we getting? Who we getting?
Clemson.
Ah, boo! Oh, that's 12 seed. That's 12. Oh, they're going down up. Okay. I was finna say there's 5. Woo!
My phone is ahead of the TV.
Good. That's a rare thing.
Excited to just be in. Doesn't matter where they
Just
go.
don't say anything.
They're in the top 12. So those are the teams who qualified by winning conference championships.
So those are your conference champs. So that's crazy. So you put 1, 2, 3, and 4 conference champs at the 1, 2 at the top of the ticket, and then the last conference champion, he goes at the bottom of the ticket. How screwed up is that?
We'll play Clemson in the bracket and play them.
Texas at number 5. Woo! Clemson finna get their heinies kicked.
In Austin, winner gets Arizona State, and I would imagine that everybody would.
If Arizona State would lose to either one of these teams.
That 5 seed, the opportunity to play the weakest team in the field, and then now up against a Big 12 team in the second round into the first round bye. And the committee.
Georgia moved to number 2. Texas moved to number 3 in the overall ranking.
Championship weekend. So
they're not happy, but
losing in overtime, they stay in front of the 2 teams that were likely being measured.
They got Texas got a good draw right there.
Those 2 losses against Georgia, because if you look at Texas's best 2 wins against A&M and against Vanderbilt, so they're valuing those close losses.
And as we continue on with an SEC,
so that's good news. Seeing Clemson at 12 is good news because that's probably where they would have put Bama. Bama fans are watching. I see it on YouTube.
So Texas has a home
Here we
game.
go.
They're the 5 seed, number 3 in the country according to the rankings. Who has the 6th seed?
Penn State, number 6. Why are they doing this hodgepodgery? This is silly. All right, so Penn State, number 6. Number 11, SMU. I'm going to go SMU at number 11. If this is not Alabama right here, Alabama's in trouble. Oh, boy. Somebody's in trouble. Let's see if we can flip the camera around. Let's see if this looks any better. There we go. That's a little bit better. Oh, 7th seed. Here we go. Notre Dame at 7. Hey. They don't look happy. Stormtrooper gear. Yay. Oh, they forced him to be there. Yay. Look at this guy. He does not care. He don't care. He's like, golf clap. All right, who's at the number? Are they going to number 8 spot? Let's see who it is. Here we go. There's going to be a sliver of difference. Watson, they're going to put Alabama at 8. Ohio State. Wow. Goodness. That means we're either going to play Notre Dame or I don't know who. So we'll probably end up playing Notre Dame again. Notre Dame's a pretty solid team so far from what I've seen.
Third down, not converting, and the punter comes out, booing Ryan Day. They'll have to rally and have a good start to that game, or it could turn sideways if the home crowd. Get over here.
Oh boy, she in trouble.
Be at home, and if the Buckeyes can get past their opponent,
Talking, nobody cares. Just show us the teams, man. Show us the teams. Show us. Show us the teams. You're doing it like this because they're going to slip Alabama in at 11. Watch. Let's see what we got. Here we go. Tennessee. Tennessee playing Ohio State. Oh, yeah. Who's it for home games? Notre Dame, Penn State, Ohio State, and Texas. We got number 10 and number 11 left. So where are they going to put SMU? No, nobody wants to hear from Kirk Herbstreit. All he's going to do is talk about Alabama. Kirk Herbstreit is almost as bad as Gary Danielson. Almost as bad. Texas could beat the Suckeyes. They could. Just depends. See what we got on the next one. Oh, God. There's only 2 teams left. Just show us the 2 teams. Talk about it after. Nobody's listening to you talk right now. Literally nobody is listening to these guys talk. Indiana. Woo-wee. There's no need to do analysis on the number 10 and the number 11 team. The question is that right here, do they shoehorn Alabama in? Or do they play SMU? I think it should be SMU because you shouldn't get penalized for losing a conference championship game. This is ridiculous. Indiana or Notre Dame plays Georgia. Oh, God, now they're talking about this. Told you they were going to talk about Alabama. Alabama has 2 losses to teams that didn't even make a damn bowl game or barely made a bowl game. I don't know why we're even talking about this. Don't even know why we're talking about this. One of SMU's losses, and they only have 2. One of their losses is in the conference championship game, or maybe it's 3. I don't know. Come on, and they lost to Oklahoma. They only scored a field goal. This is what it is so far. You can't stay on there long because you'll get demonetized. Yeah, if Alabama makes it, then why play a conference championship? Exactly. Gonna be a lot of pissed off Alabama fans if they don't get in right here. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Now ugly losses. I don't even want to go down that road because I'll say something that'll get me in trouble. This is the This is the current right now. Ah, yeah. There you go, baby. Woo! Alabama got to kick rocks. Sit at home, Bama boy. Sit at home. Woo! Let me see if I can get a. I'll take a picture. I'll pause it here in a second and take a picture of this. First team out, Alabama. Second team out, Miami. Just short. Missed it by a mile. Bama fans going to be big mad. Whew, work going to be rough for some of y'all tomorrow. Somewhere, a Georgia fan is going to be razzing on an Alabama fan. Somewhere. But yeah, that's I'm happy to see it. So yeah. That's all there is for right now. Georgia's gonna be having a bye week. We'll see the other games here next week, so there'll be some fun to talk about those. I would like to see Notre Dame lose. I'd like to play Indiana and beat them, but we'll see what happens. But Nick Saban up here. Let's see.
Is there any benefit to scheduling really good teams in the future? Like, here and out.
Yeah, Nick Saban crying about strength of schedule and not getting credit for strength of schedule. Roll, tears, roll. You could have had a say in this segment, but you retired, so we don't want to hear you. We don't want to hear you blabber anymore. Go retire, sir. You're done. Yeah. So as you can see, Georgia ranked number 2, Texas ranked number 5. They got to play Clemson. I think they'll beat Clemson. Whether they use Arch Manning or Quinn Ewers doesn't matter. We don't know if we've got our starting quarterback or not, so we don't know how that's going to play out. Hopefully we'll get Colby Young back and Dylan Bell. That would help us tremendously. Also learn how to catch football would be beneficial as well. We'll see what happens with the Gunnar Stockton situation and our running back room continuing to get healthier. So that's the college football playoff live reaction. And we'll see you guys soon. Have a great day. God bless. Go Dogs.